pretty simple rig that I use for the mudeye fishing. That's just a size 10 Gamakatsu octopus hook. Hook the mudeye through the wings like that. 4-pound leader, which is about a rod length, about 6 foot or so. It's a small swivel. My main line here is 6-pound line. The bubble float, just 3/4 fill it with water, and just a piece of cork to stop the mudeye from going too deep. Just cut a piece of cork, put a slit in it, just wrap the line around a couple of times. That'll hold really well. Then you can adjust your depth really easy. Just take the line off the cork and just slide it wherever you want it. It's that easy. When a trout takes a bait, I just let him run for a bit before I try to hook him. Just let him swallow it a bit. And fish with an open bail arm so the trout can take the line and not feel any weight before you hook him. Sometimes if I want to stop the line coming off a reel, if it's windy or whatever, put a rubber band there and just sit the line under there. That's a good bite indicator as well. It's a bit windy and lines peeling off everywhere. Just got these rubber bands here like this. Let's put the line under it. So that'll stop the line coming off the reel. Trout grabs it, just pulls it free like that. I'm just going to wax my line now so it floats. I use this silicone mucil and this is really good stuff. Just get the pad out, got the wax all over it, put on your line, just wind it through when your float's out. Makes the line float really nicely, so it doesn't sink into the weeds and get caught. So when you get a run from a trout, he doesn't feel any resistance. Works really good. A lot of people use Vaseline and other things, but that silicone mucil is what I use. Works really good. I think we're under trout power. Oh, look at him go. That's definitely a trout. Saw some trout there on the sounder. There he is there. They're hard to hook when they swim to the boat. Okay, a little one, I think. It's not too bad. Nice little trout. Let this fella go. So this quill float rig is pretty similar to my bubble float rig. Got the live Cuda mudeye and the size 10 Gamakatsu octopus hook. The black ones are good. 4-pound leader. Run the 4-pound leader to a really small swivel, and then the main line, the 6-pound line. A couple split shots just to make the quill float sit properly in the water. And I can adjust the depth of how deep I want to fish with the quill float. Just a plastic tubing there, you just take off and slide the float up and down wherever you want it. And I use a nice long flexible slow action rod, and these Jarvis Walker Black Queens are just perfect for it. All that flex and everything's great for light line fishing. You hook up a big trout, there's not much chance he's going to snap you off with all that flex in the rod. And the long rod's an advantage when you fish longer depths below the float, and everything's just easier. That's all we do. Saw the bubble float and move. I reckon it's got a hit. Just waiting for him to start taking line and run with it. Hopefully he takes it. See what happens. It's starting to run now, I reckon. See that? That's what you want. I'll just let him go for a bit. They'll quite often just mouth the mudeye, and you go to strike them and you miss them. You want them to swallow it a little bit. And if you want to release your gut hooked fish, you can just snip the line anyway, so it doesn't matter if they've swallowed a tiny little hook. Those tiny hooks rust out pretty quick. It's running not too bad. Actually feels like a ready. Here's a trout. Quite often they'll come to the boat real easy and play up when you're trying to net them. Salondo ones were known for doing that. Come to the boat like a puppy dog, and you go to land them, they just play up. It's a nice brown, this one. Just take your time, there's no rush. So he's not quite ready. Got him. We got him. Nice brown. Beauty. Really nice looking fish. And the mudeye. Pretty happy with him. Beautiful brown trout. And the mudeyes, the glowworm scent. Beautiful. Excellent fish. I'll eat that one, I reckon. They cook up really nice at this water, so I don't mind keeping the odd one. If I catch another one, no, I'll probably let him go. Very good. Not a bad catch, just using Baltic bobbers and fishing mudeyes under a float. The old glowworm scent did the trick. Really good stuff, that is. Love it. Well, it's starting to rain now, weather's getting pretty bad, so I might go in, I reckon. It's been a good morning out.